My name is Kelsey, and I'm from Jersey, and I've been coming to Hoboken Grace for about 3 years now. I came to Hoboken in 2020. I was living in the city before then for about 8 years. One Sunday, I just happened to be walking home down 3rd in Garden, and I saw a sandwich board, and I looked at my watch, and there was a service that was starting in like 10 minutes, and so I was like, you know what, I'll just go in here. And so I made the decision to make Hoboken Grace my home church, and just kind of starting slowly to step in. When I joined Hoboken Grace, one of the things that I felt really strongly about was that I needed to join a team and serve. Rachel Ciccarello was in my dinner group, and we went around the table and we were just introducing ourselves, saying, like who we are, why we're here, what we do. And I had mentioned that I teach music and dance to kids. And Rachel came up to me after, and she was like, hey, we just lost our kids' worship leader, and we have the kids' Christmas concert coming up, and you just said that that's what you do, so would you mind coming to Grace Kids on Sunday and just checking it out? And I was like, yeah, I can totally do that. That's great. And I showed up there on Sunday, and I just instantly fell in love with the team and with the kids. And it was that one question that completely changed my life and brought me exactly to where I feel like God has me today. I've been serving with Grace Kids since September of 2020. I stepped into leadership, and that team is actually what really got me through like the lockdown and everything. Everyone was just so amazing. Right before everything shut down, right before COVID started, I had really started hearing God tell me that He was calling me into something different career-wise. It had been on my heart for a really long time, but I loved my job and I loved what I did, and I didn't personally want to leave it. And it was just something that I kept hearing from Him. As we were stepping out of lockdown and back into meeting in person, Rachel came to me and let me know that our student ministry, our middle school and high schoolers, were going to be meeting together in person, and that they really wanted to be able to bring everybody back well and kind of create this space for our middle schoolers and high schoolers to be able to come and to be able to hang out together and just to get to know Jesus. And that was such an important part of my upbringing. My youth group was, I attribute so much of my faith journey to my high school youth group. I just felt God being like, trust and listen, and I won't put you in a place where a situation that you can't handle, or I'll be here with you, I'll guide you through this. I think that I look back now and I think that I had so much of my identity wrapped up in my career, and I was so nervous that I wouldn't know who I was if I wasn't acting, and that I wouldn't have value or worth if I wasn't doing that, and that there was a sense of failure if I gave up. All of these different things that kind of took precedence in my mind over just listening to what God was calling me into, and realizing that I wasn't losing something or failing at something or giving something up, but that I was actually walking into something that was so much greater than I could have ever dreamed for my life. I eventually ended up saying yes to interviewing for that position, and through a lot of prayer on my part, and I think a lot of prayer from other people too, which now I'm so grateful for, I joined staff at Hoboken Grace as working with the middle schoolers and the high schoolers, and it has just been like the absolute most incredible thing. It has just been so amazing to see God work, and the way that He just keeps bringing students to us. Like, it's just been so exciting to watch having our students in our community be excited about coming on Thursday nights and growing in their faith and getting to know Jesus has just been the coolest thing. And it really takes me back to the beginning, to when I started my faith journey, and just remembering the challenges and like how impactful God has just been and how faithful He's been through the years. Just the hope that I have that He will show up in their lives that way too.